Hello, everybody. Welcome to the podcast. This is Clynt and I, Pigeon. Okay,
Hello.
I'm gonna start over.
No, that was fine. We'll keep it. This is the intro. It's just that we can't say the name of the show because we don't have one yet.
We're titleless. So this is the podcast where we're gonna talk about movies, shows that we've seen, maybe books. We don't really know what type of content we're gonna go through. Clynt and I have been discussing which type of media we wanted to go through. This doesn't seem very original, but usually when Clynt and I discuss things, we have a lot of things to say.
What are you talking about, man? We're the first people doing this on this platform. There's no one else.
Nobody ever did this.
Nobody's ever done this before. We're the only ones.
Yeah.
Are we allowed to say subscribe? Is this a good time to say subscribe? Is this going on YouTube or what?
I'm guessing this is going to YouTube, to Spotify, to everything you want. Now you can add videos to Spotify, I believe. So
really?
I think you have to pay for it, so let's not do that. But you can watch us on YouTube.
Yeah, YouTube's fine.
You can watch this podcast. Today we're talking about Sinners, which is one of the big movies that came out in 2025. We watched this movie recently because Clynt bullied us into watching it.
That was watching with you guys was my fourth time watching it.
So our viewing experience for Clynt, well, he's seen it 3 times in the movies.
3 times in the movies, once on this 27-inch fucking IPS display, which was okay. Not the best.
Yeah, but we watched it in VC with other people, so there was a lot of discussion going around while I watched it for the first time.
I cried because so many people were fucking talking.
I know, but at the same time, it was kind of interesting to get people's kind of reaction directly onto the movie, especially it's something I'm going to mention later. But some people were very surprised by the turn the movie took. Clynt, told me a few things about the movie before we started watching, so I knew about where it was going. I don't know if we get into spoilers territory right now, but
I guess we can, because it's quite old, the movie. Old. It's a few months old now. I think people have watched it. We're not late. We're kind of late to the party, but it's fine. So we can talk spoilers, I guess. Spoilers. The main vampire dies.
For the movie Sinners. So when we were watching it, a few people didn't know that it was a vampire movie, so that took a turn, and I think a lot of people going into this movie in cinemas didn't know. That was funny to see. I've been spoiled by Clynt before watching, so I kind of knew where it was going.
If I hadn't known, I would have gone to see it. The only reason I went to see it is because I'm gonna retell the story of my friend who he went to the cinemas, put a story on his WhatsApp, because people still do that apparently, and he was like, just watch Sinners, pretty good. I was like, did you actually like it? Was it good? What is it about? And he said that, yeah, I liked it. It was great, but I feel like Midnight Mass was way better. I was like, what? Midnight Mass? Before this, I had no idea about what the movie was even about. I just knew that new movie from Michael B. Jordan, new movie from Ryan Coogler, the director. That's how I found out. It was about vampires, and I was a little bit more intrigued to go watch it. I was in VC with Sibby before I went to the movies. I told him, hey, I'm going to go watch this movie called Sinners. I don't know what it's going to be like. And 3 hours later, I had the best experience of my life. And I came back. They were still in VC. And I joined. And I was a changed man. It was honestly so good. I loved it. And now I got to ask you, what is your initial, a brief review of the movie? Or what did you think?
I thought the movie was, first of all, visually beautiful. A very beautiful movie. Very good images and a lot of really good themes that I liked. I liked the way the story was paced. I know, going into it, you told us that it was slow at the beginning and it goes off the rails, but I thought everything was really set up correctly. However, I am not a fan of the ending. I loved the post-credit scene, the very last post-credit scene, not the first post-credit scene, because there are
The
two, and
one
I don't know if
where-
you've seen the second one.
I have,
The
yeah.
one where he just sits
he
in
just
the
sings.
church and yeah, I love that ending, and I think that was good. I didn't like the flash forward of it aspect of it, but we'll get to that later. But initially, I really loved the movie. I loved the way it was playing on the themes of vampires without really playing on the themes of vampires. I loved that you get to find out like different aspects of the villains more and more as you go on, and you realize that it's actual like vampires, like typical things that you would see, like they have to be invited to come in. But I like the twist on the hive mind aspect that they added to it. So overall, I was really, really satisfied with the movie, but I would not go see it in the theater 3 times in a row in like 2 weeks. That's for sure.
I only went. There's a good reason why I went there, and I feel like if you had seen it, I agree with the ending. But if you had seen it in the movies, I feel like you would maybe want to go watch it again. I'll tell you why. Because there's this thing in India where movies play, and in the middle and like almost the midway point, there's an interval, like a intermission. People go out, take a piss, and they come back. 15 minutes. It's like good break. And so conveniently, the best scene of the movie was right before the intermission, right? It was that scene where everyone was confused because what the fuck was happening? Why is there a guy from the future with an electric guitar? Why is it DJ? Why is there like women dancing in hip hop music? Everybody was confused. CB was insanely confused about this, and I was like, wait a minute, it's not happening. The effect that I had 3 times when I was at the movie, it's not happening anymore. And I'll tell you, it's not like just because I've seen it 3 times, it has worn off. No, it just felt so different watching it with you guys because, like, the sound, man. If I had to tell anyone to watch in the way people should watch Sinners when they had chances to watch it, like in the best screen possible, because it gives you such an amazing experience, especially in that scene. That was the main reason why I went back 2 times. Not alone. First time I went alone. I watched it in IMAX. It was great. The second time, I went with my friend, and he liked it. And the third time, I went with my brother. He liked it. And the fourth time, I watched it here. It was great, but again, the scene didn't have that same effect, and I am so salty about it. Because I told you to go watch it in the movies, and you couldn't because you couldn't like.
Yeah, I was in my
couldn't
exams.
fit in your schedule. Yeah, which is fine.
Yeah.
But like, I feel like watching it in the movies was one of the best experiences of 2025.
I really like that scene where like they dance and stuff. Like you quickly get, at first you're confused, but you quickly get and understand that it's symbolism.
Yeah.
I didn't feel thrown off my seat with that scene too much as what our friend Sibi did, where he was trying to find answers. Like, you quickly understand that it's symbolism for, like, the freedom that music brings, especially in the Black community. It was a way for them to, how do you say in English, emancipate? Emancipate?
Eminem. I know that one.
Yeah, people will understand what I mean. I really like that part of the movie. But if you want, we can go back to the start and progressively I give you like some of the questions I have about the movie.
because I'm the one to answer because I've seen it 4 times. That's right.
Okay, because I've only seen
Go
it
ahead.
once, but I went
Shoot.
through it quickly. Oh, wait, before we do that, I remember when the first time you came back from the movies after seeing it, you told me, oh, it's like a vampire movie and it's kind of like musical, and I was like, what? Vampire musical?
Did I say musical? I don't think I said. I thought I said about music. I hope I said about
You
music.
said musical,
Oh, God.
and then you said it's driven by music, which made a lot more sense.
Okay,
and
yeah,
I get
maybe
that.
Yeah. That makes sense. Driven
I
by
think the
music.
movie is very driven by music, and it brings a lot to the actual storyline. So I wanted to mention that. And oh my God, the voice! the voice of Miles Canton.
Yes. Something pretty cool about him is that this is his first acting job. Miles.
Yeah, my God.
He's done singing in the past, and I found out later that this was his first acting job. And in the credits, they say introducing Miles at the end. I was like, wow, that's pretty cool.
It's
Nice.
incredible. His voice is truly incredible. I really like strong voices, especially male strong voices, and that really like gave me shivers every time he sang. It's like really
I know,
cool.
dude. You know, the first time he sang when he was in the car with his cousin, I think it was Stack, they were driving, and he asked him to play the guitar because he thought it was a Charlie Patton guitar. Uh, and then he started singing. And then Stack just looked at him, at his face, and he was so mesmerized by it, the way he was singing, and it felt so great at the cinemas because I also felt almost the same, that holy fuck, this guy can sing. It's gonna be amazing.
And like the recurring theme of like music making people escape. Like we get his first singing experience after like they go by all those workers, those prisoners, I think. What's his name? The singer guy. The one with the harmonica. He says, "Oh, I know
Delta
those guys
Slim.
in the fields." Yeah.
Delta Slim.
Like I know those guys in the Delta Slim. They're prisoners
Slim.
now. And like
Delta
Slim.
Slim. That's how they
So
say
once
it.
again, music comes like in a very opportune moment for that theme. Okay, going in the story. My first question, Clint. I think the movie at the beginning is pretty straightforward. You meet the characters, they introduce each other, you get all the links and stuff. You get kind of the hint that the barn is owned by a member of the Ku Klux Klan.
Yeah.
That's pretty, like you can guess it pretty easily. But there was one part of the story that I wonder if maybe there's a theme going on or if it's just me being confused by it. What's the deal with the Indian Americans in that movie? Are they the one who put the curse on the guy to make him into a vampire? Why are they part of this movie? Why are they chasing the vampire?
I think they're just a part of the whole world at that time. When I don't really know about this, but I think they just play a part into the time period that the movie takes place in. And the first time the vampire is introduced, he's running away from the sun, and it was getting late, it was getting dark, so he was like burned because he's been running. And I think they hunt vampires in that universe, maybe, and they were hunting this guy, right? And so he was trying to escape from them and went to this cabin, which happens to be like members of the Ku Klux Klan. And so because he's white, or because he's not black, they let him in, and he gave them gold. So they saved him basically. And again, he had to be let in. He couldn't just go in on his own. So yeah, I think the Indians is just a part of the time period. At least that's what I think.
No, that's interesting because at that time in history, like Indian Americans were pretty hunted down. So it would make sense that if they're vampire hunters, or like even if they put a curse on people, I don't really know what the message was. Like they seem to know what's going on with vampires, so I'm guessing they have some type of knowledge.
The main vampire is like, lore-wise, I think he's super old. He is thousands of years old, I think. And one of the main reasons he liked Sammy's voice so much is because, again, just how music plays such a integral part in this movie. Music helps him connect to his ancestors, right? People that he used to know so many years ago. But he can't because he lost all of them because he's a vampire. They all died. And he's also being hunted. And when he heard Sammy's voice, he felt, in the beginning of the movie, they say something about how music can bring past and future and present all together. And so he felt that connection with his ancestors when he heard Sammy's voice for the first time. And this really lured him to them, and especially Sammy. So that was something pretty interesting about I think his name was Remy, or I forgot that. What was the main vampire's name? Remy.
I have the cast here. Give me a second.
Forgot the cast as well.
Remick.
Oh, Remick.
Remick.
Yeah. So, yeah, that was a pretty like before when watching the movie, I didn't really know that, and he was Irish, so you know the Irish songs he sings in the once he like converts most people to vampires, he sings with them. He tries to imitate what I think imitate maybe, but he tries to do what Miles did. Not Miles. His name is Miles. His name is Miles. His character is Sammy. I keep forgetting because I know him as Miles now. He's trying to do what Sammy did, and because of the hive mind thing, he just really wants Sammy to be a part of their group so he can connect with his ancestors again, and you know feel that connection through his music. So yeah, that was pretty nice detail that I learned about this.
What did I write here? Bear scene?
Bear scene?
Nope.
I don't remember no bear.
It starts with a B. Encapsulated
Bar
in
scene?
terms of music. Oh, the bar scene. Why did I write 2 A's? Well, I have a lot of notes, but not a lot of questions. Okay, I mean, we can go through the movie, it's fine. One of the themes I really enjoyed, where there's 2, is like everybody in this movie are self-made people. Like you got the brothers opening their barn. Oh, it's barn. I wrote barn. Okay, whatever.
Okay.
So you got the brother opening their barn. You got Sammy who wants to be like a musician, and the woman like I forgot her name. She's
Annie?
half black, half white.
Oh,
Annie.
No. I think her name was Mary.
Yeah, Mary.
The white woman.
Trying to find a place to fit in within a culture she's supposed to be a part of and stuff. There's a lot of like self-determination in this movie, and I think that really contrasts with the hive mind attitude of like the vampires. I really like that theme going around.
I had not thought about this before, but yeah, it's kind of nice. I mean, they spent so much time in the beginning to set up all the characters, and a lot of people were like, you know, after the intermission, I overheard a bunch of people saying, "What the hell is happening? Is this movie gonna do something or what?" And then after the intermission, we went in, and again, spoilers, everybody died, and it was great, you know. But before that, like the way they set up the characters and just has like genuinely well-written conversations, which lets you like peek into their lives, peek into their past, and learn so much about them. Is so nice because when they're dying, bleeding at the second half of the movie, you care about them so much. You care about Annie, you know. You care about Mary becoming a vampire, out of their group. I think she was the first person to become the vampire, and it was great. And then when she was talking to Remick, and Remick, she mentioned that she lost her mother recently, and it's just the way that Remick says that he could have saved her from her fate. It just brings chills to my bones. It's so scary when they were doing that. And before that, the song they were singing, I forgot the name. Blooming Heather, maybe. It was in the lyrics, and it was also such a nice song. I tried singing
when
it
they're
in the bathroom.
singing the 3 of them, the
no,
gay people and Remrick.
Like when they approached the bar, they sang a song like Robin.
Yeah.
And the one after that, when Mary went outside to like see if they're cool people. They were singing another song, Blooming Heather. That's probably not what it's called, but such a nice song. I love that song.
I didn't look into the double meaning of the songs that they were singing, but there's probably some content there.
The first one was probably just them, you know, poking fun at how they don't know they're vampires, and so they're talking about how they're eating someone. Pick poor Robin clean. And in the second song, I think it's just about inviting them into their group and just saying that, I don't know, I think the second one's not that much about inviting them into the group, but it's still more about just being together with your lover for the rest of your life. I think that's kind of what it talks about in the second song that they sing together.
Which makes sense.
Yeah.
It's a hint about them being hive mind, because you kind of wonder when they're at the door, how do they all know how to play instruments and sing? And you're like, the fuck? Like,
I don't
this
know.
is just weird. I guess that was kind of a surprise, the hive mind aspect, so I really like that.
Yeah.
But right after that scene, after they sing the song to Mary.
Mary. We're so bad with names.
We get this. Well, she murders Smoke, I think.
Yeah, she eats Smoke.
She
No,
eats
Stack.
Smoke.
Not Smoke. Smoke is the more serious one. Stack is the more chill one, I guess.
Outgoing one. Yeah.
Yeah, Mary was
So
with Stack.
she eats Stack. They lock him in. She runs away. For some reason, she's in. She could kill everybody, but okay, that's fine. I don't mind that. She had someone in the inside, so I guess like she did her job. I love the scene where they were trying to find out if there was an imposter among them. Among Us? And I really got like the vibe of The Thing. Like the Thing vibe where they were all pointing fingers at each other and like eating garlic. I really like that scene. That was one of the highlights.
Do you mean from the movie The Thing or just in general?
In Sinners. In Sinners. I really like the scene where they... Yeah,
you
they
said
made
The
each
Thing.
other eat
I
garlic.
I thought about the movie The Thing. Sorry about that.
Yeah. No, I was thinking of... It reminded me of The Thing. Like...
Dude.
Where you're trying to...
Oh, okay, yeah.
Find out, yeah.
Find, like, Among Us. Get it.
Among Us.
Don't we just all love Delta Slim? He is such a funny dude. I can't get enough of him. Noah's fucking all over him. He was just, oh my god, I love Delta Slim so much. I love this dude. He's so stupid and funny. I'm like, dude, yes, I agree, because he is. Oh, dude, I need to tell you this. When I went to watch the second time with my friend, we were watching at the edge. We were like sitting at the edge of the cinema hall, and there was like two guys in front of us, and the first jump scare, this guy fucking jumped out of his seat. And I knew there was gonna be a jump scare because it was my second time. He actually just jumped out of this fucking seat and yelled so loud. Everybody was scared. It was a pretty well done jump scare, but this guy had time of his life. And then the second time, I was eyeing him. I knew he was gonna jump. I was eyeing him the second time. You know, the second, like the time. I think the second.
I forgot the jump scare.
The first jump scare is when Cornbread is asking for the money outside, and then he grabs his hand, tries to bite. That's kind of like a jump scare. And so this guy jumps out. And then the second time, Stack pushes a knife through the door to Sammy.
And almost hit Sammy, yeah.
Yeah. I was eyeing him. I was looking at him, not the screen, because I knew he was going to jump again. And he did. He jumped again. It was so fucking funny. He was the only one that yelled so loud that everyone started laughing. It was so great.
Cute. No, but it's true. Like, Slim is such a good character. And every time he does a joke, you feel like he's gonna get killed. But he doesn't.
Wait.
I think that's a great twist on his character, honestly. I really liked Slim. He's a very funny dude.
Girl bit me
Played
everywhere
by
but the neck.
Delroy Lindo. Great guy.
Delroy Lindo? I've never seen him in any other thing before.
No. Yeah, that's what I really liked about that cast, is that I didn't know most of these actors.
Except Michael B. Jordan and Haley Steinfeld. Oh, and and Annie. I've been seeing her in so many Marvel movies lately. Annie, the Black Woman. I've been seeing her in so many other movies lately, and her character was such an I think I cared about her character more than anyone else. I don't know why, but it was just great. The way she delivers the lines, and of course she was supposed to... I think she's also the only person who knows a lot about vampires and Haines in that movie. She was like the exposition character, if you know what I mean.
Yeah.
And so
she's
kind of important, lore-wise, but also I think her character is just fascinating. And the way her relationship with Smoke is also pretty sad. She dies at the end.
It's
Spoilers.
tricky.
it's tricky.
It's tricky.
They had a baby, and it died. So, too much going on with in between them. But I think her character was really, really well written, and I cared about it so much, more than anyone else. And when she died, it was fucking sad. I was so sad. You know when she
It
gets
was
bit.
sadder than that. It was sadder than Smoke dying for me.
Yeah,
I didn't really like Smoke's death.
Smoke's death was like
It
guns
was a bit
blazing,
corny.
very movie-ish ending for Smoke.
Yes, I think that's
when
why I didn't really like the ending.
when Annie dies, I think her name was Mary. Yeah, Mary and Smoke. They all showed that how annoyed they were and fucking sad they were that Annie actually died instead of becoming a vampire. She was in Loki. Oh yeah, she was in Loki. That's where I know her from. And Wolverine, the new one. Yeah, she's been in a lot of Marvel things, I think, or at least 2. I guess you're done with the questions, or do you have any more?
I have more notes, but I don't have any questions, so I don't know if you want to. Because I was gonna talk about like the vampires more specifically now.
Yeah, I mean I don't have any questions, but yeah.
No, me neither.
have
They're not
no
questions.
Those are that's a prescription. That's
Look
not even
who's
a note.
doing their homework. Come on.
It's all in my head. I could get it.
It's making a slide.
I have
No.
84K. I need to be doing something.
About the vamp.
All right.
I think the vampires in that movie were fucking terrifying.
Terrifying?
I love when movies do that. Because I'm not a big horror fan in the classical sense of jump scares and shit. But I love psychological horror, and I love when you got like an unhinged character. Like they kind of reminded me of Hannibal Lecter in Silence of the Lamb. It was so cool. I felt so uneasy watching them every time. And as more like people like got into the hive mind, the more like you get that sense of being scared because they know everything about everybody.
Yeah.
Crazy.
That the scene where he was talking in Chinese. It made everyone go oh in the movies, and it was so cool. Like holy shit, they know everything about you just because they got your partner. Like that's insane. If they got Noah, holy shit, I'm dead. I'm dead. I'll just off myself because I just know too much at that point. Something like I really enjoyed about the vampires is how like they were scary because they were trying to convince you to join them. But also, I found it so fascinating because I kind of was like, hey, you know what? Joining them doesn't seem that bad. Like, being a vampire and, like, drinking blood and just, having this giant hive mind so you can almost do anything. And you just don't go out in the sun. Well, I don't do that anyway. I don't go out in the sun. I stay in my room. I don't know. It just felt like a good deal. Does that sound horrible?
At one point they do convince you. I do agree. At one point they do convince you. I remember at one point watching it, I was like, maybe. And then I was like, no. That wouldn't be good. Like,
I was just maybe,
but
you know what? You know what? I'll do it. Who cares? That's what I felt like while watching the movie. And I was like, you guys, what are you even doing? You guys can be living for billions of years. Go with them. It's fine. And I think in the movie it was also done in a way that made it seem even more favorable because they were going to die in the morning anyway if they hadn't met the vampires from the Ku Klux Klan people coming there and shooting them down almost. So if they hadn't met the vampires, they would have, people would have died anyway. But still, I think, I don't know, joining the vampires seems like a better deal to me. I don't know. I just like the idea. I think vampires are so cool. I don't know. I like them more than zombies, if that's even a good comparison. I like them more than zombies. And the vampires in Midnight Mass, they were fucking terrifying for me. Those were actually terrifying. I don't know why. I mean, you don't see many throughout the whole series, but at the end, it becomes terrifying, and I loved it. Yeah.
In Midnight Mass, it's more I feel like you get more of the sense that they're always lurking, but in
Mm.
Sinners, you know they're outside and they can't get in, pretty much.
Yeah, I
So you
didn't know
get
that.
the more sense of security.
You know, I didn't know that
Uh,
vampires need to be let in while watching this before
ah,
watching this. But I figured it
that's
out. Like,
interesting.
you know, when
Yeah.
when Cornbread was trying to get in, that's when I figured out that he needs to be invited in to like
Mm-hmm.
go inside, and it all made sense. Before that, even not Annie, even Mary, when she got bit and she was trying to get in, she actually asked Cornbread that if he's gonna let her in or not, and it was strange.
Yeah.
Like, go in, girl. You
Mhm.
already you just went outside from here. Well, what do you mean? And that scene when they explain that when they like interrogate Cornbread why he needs to be let in, it worked pretty well
Mhm.
for me because I didn't know, and it was great.
Yeah.
It was
And it
worked
was
like
great,
a good
like
explanation.
even knowing like me and Seven, I know reacted pretty quickly to that because we knew about vampires and stuff. Like even figuring that out on your own, like
Yep.
before it's like clearly explained, was like so cool. So
Yeah.
that was interesting too. Like even if you didn't know or if you knew, you get kind of a sense of like, oh, I gotcha. Well, that makes more sense. Or yeah.
All I knew about vampires is that they can't go in the sun and they drink blood. And they're like very
Mhm.
uh, their urge to drink blood is like super duper strong, which is what I
Yeah.
got from Midnight Mass. Like, they can see like blood flowing through their veins and they're going all drooly and everything when people are talking to them. And that's kind of what I knew about vampires. I didn't know anything else. I knew a little bit about garlic, but that's all. So it was actually quite nice that I didn't know
Mhm.
much about vampires while going in.
Yeah, that's what I really like about the movie is that it doesn't really twist. It doesn't give a twist on vampires at all, and you're
Yeah.
expecting something like to happen or like some third explanation or like something else, something you didn't know. Oh, it turns out you can do this, but they literally fear garlic like any other vampires. They have to be let in. They have to drink blood. They fear the light. Like you get a very descriptive like basic vampire thing. I don't know if the hive mind aspect is a vampire thing. That's the only like twist I can see from the movie. Is
Yeah,
that,
it was strange to me too.
there's a hive mind of aspect.
Like, I didn't know about. Is that even a thing, or is that something that they did?
I don't think it is. I think that's just something
Oh.
they added on top of that.
Okay,
But I'm
because I
not
had no idea
entirely
about that.
sure. I'm not big on vampire lore stories.
Because at first, when he said stuff that the other character would know in that hive mind, I thought,
Mhm.
what? Did they have so much time to just talk about this already? Like, have a one-on-one conversation after becoming a vampire? They just talked. I didn't think about hive mind, but then, like, a lot of, like, he spoke Chinese, and I was like, oh, all right,
Mhm.
got it.
No, I think that's not part of the basic vampire lore. So
I think, yeah,
It's
I
just
think
like
that was the only
interest.
thing that I didn't fully grasp, or like, didn't really get. Why is it a hive mind? I mean, I guess it's cool. Anyone in the comments might be fucking blasting me right now, if we even have
No, but
comments.
I think it's cool, and I think like it comes back to the thing I was talking about earlier. Like we all get that self-determination of each person, and we get so much character growth, and at the end of it, they're all stacked together in the same brain. So what's
Yeah.
the point of like even becoming your own person?
I've never
So.
didn't think about that. Think about it that way.
Mm.
You're doing a pretty good
It
job.
came up on the spot. I know. I did
You're
my
pretty
work.
good.
I did my
You seem
research.
to be so good at this. What the hell?
No, I didn't look at anything else. Like I know you told me to watch a couple of videos on Sinners, but I didn't want to look at those.
Did I?
Just wanted
Oh,
to
there's
give
one
my-
video.
Yeah.
I watched from Man Carrying Woman. No, Woman Carrying Man. Strange
Yeah,
name,
we watched the
but
beginning
fun name.
of it.
Yeah. I think that was the only review I watched. But it was fun, yeah.
Mhm. Yeah. I don't know, maybe I'm very good at analyzing.
You seem to be. You seem to be better than me, at least.
I know, I did English literature in high school. It was
And
awesome.
you dare criticize me for even wanting to go with BA in English.
Okay, I'm done with like the meat of the story. Do you want to talk about the ending?
It's so disappointing. But I like the ending. It is kind of disappointing that, yeah, the the first post-credit scene or the pre-credit scene. I guess it's a pre-credit scene, right? The credits come after that. The scene where they go into the bar and
Which
meet
one?
Sammy. The first.
Yes. Yeah. Do you want to talk about the shootout before that, maybe? I don't know. I don't have much to say about the shootout and Smoke and Stack.
It was... Oh, there's one thing I want to mention is that just how nice after the shootout, just how nice it was that, we got to see Annie again at the end. It was great.
I thought that was corny.
I don't know. I liked it.
I did not like that. I love Annie. She's a great character.
I don't know. And I don't know why she even reacted to him shooting the guy. I don't know about that part. Like she had her...
I love when he shoots the guy.
No, I
awesome.
love when he shoots the guy, but why does Annie have a reaction to that? She's imaginary. But I guess it makes sense because she's in his head and he's probably imagining her not liking him killing other people.
True.
But, just when I saw it for the first time, I was like, why is she she can't see this. She's not there. Like, why is she even reacting to this? It was just funny. And then the second time it was fine. I think the music in that scene, like in the background, works so well. I don't know. I just like that scene. And the way she says Elijah. I don't know why.
Cries.
I don't know why she... Like, I like the way she says Elijah. It sounds so heavenly. That must be a me
You were
thing.
telling us to shut up. What is my camera doing? There's light right on
Oh
my
my
lens.
God rays. What is happening? You're being blessed, Pigeon.
I'm being blessed. But yeah, no. I like the shootout, but it was kind of predictable. Like, you knew the guy from the barn was gonna come back.
Yeah. I forgot about it, actually. I forgot about it after the main vampire died. I thought that was the end, but then, like, they opened the crate and, oh my God, guns.
Well, the fact that he didn't kill his brother is kind of like...
Oh yeah, that was nice. Which, again, they should have included in the main movie instead of a pre-credit scene.
Yes.
All right, you wanted to talk about that, I think. So please go ahead. Tell us how you hated
So the
that.
flash forward. The flash forward. At the beginning, I was so moved by the fact that we get to see Sammy sing, that we get to see him... Why are you looking at me like that? What did
I'm
I
just
say?
concentrating.
Okay.
You want me to be drooling, doodling?
I don't know. I was feeling the sense like I was getting judged. Okay. The flash forward scene at the end. I loved seeing Sammy like sing, being with his band. Stop that. And
Right.
I was like, okay, that's kind of nice. Like, you get to see his happy ending after he's had such like a shit life, whether it's in the barn or like with his father, like who's the priest, like
The priest. Man, that guy.
But why do I not hear his voice sing? Why do I just see him sing? I want to hear him sing. I am watching a show where like his core motivation in life is to sing, and in the fast forward, I don't hear his voice when he sings.
Oh yeah, that's true.
But that's like a little detail. I was kind of disappointed about that, but I think finding a voice like Miles Caton was probably kind of hard, though old men usually have like a deeper voice anyway, so I don't know why they couldn't do that. But what I hated the most about that scene is the vampires coming back in. Because it seemed so out of touch with the rest of the movie. They just come in, they don't kill anyone, they pass by because they say goodbye to the bartender, I think, or something like that. They bump into someone like entering into the bar, and they don't kill him for some reason. They go see Sammy, they tell him, oh, we've been told not to kill you. I'm like, okay, so that's the only reason you're here, like to, like, coerce. Try to get Sammy into your cause.
Right.
But I feel like that was unnecessary. I didn't need to know there were more vampires out there. But Not a
I
fan.
think
Really not a fan.
I I wasn't that mad. I think it's just not well done in my opinion because I
Mm-hmm.
feel like it puts a really nice, like a good ending to Stack's story because we don't see Stack after his brother lets him go or his cousin lets him go,
Mm-hmm.
or Mary. We don't see Mary after that after the scene where Annie dies. So they like run away and we never see them again.
True.
And for me, what I kind of liked about the concept is that vampires are like, at least this is what I think. Like, probably this is not even a thing in the lore of vampires, but I thought that maybe vampires are so like, when they were trying to get the people from the juke joint, they had so little people in their own community that they were trying to get anyone they could. But
Mm-hmm.
at now, uh, they're like going for quality over quantity. So maybe they're choosing people that they want to have in their community. Maybe they're not trying to go for like world domination. Maybe. And
Mm-hmm.
the way that they come back to Sammy is I liked it because Stack cared a lot about Sammy, right? And
Yeah.
his brother, his cousin, made him promise that he'll let him live his life out, let him do whatever he wants, and to stay away from him so that he doesn't kill him. And that was just sweet. I think even Mary cared a lot about Sammy. They just cared a lot about Sammy. Everybody cared about Sammy, and
Yeah.
so they come back. I don't know, like it is kind of out of place, like the way they come back and just the way it's done. But I guess it was sweet. I just found it quite nice that they come back. We got to see what happens with Stack and Mary. That they're like doing really well now. It's like Money Man, and even Sammy's doing great. Oh, by the way, the guy who played old Sammy, I don't know about it, but
Yep.
he's apparently a really well-known blues singer. Like he's
And
an
we don't
actual
even hear him
musician.
sing. He has the vibe of a blues singer. I'm gonna try to find him. Old Sammy, Buddy Guy. Oh, it's Buddy
Yeah,
Guy.
Buddy Guy, yes.
Yeah,
I have
I know.
not heard that much blues music or Buddy Guy, but that was a pretty good detail to just find out that
Yeah.
the old Sammy was also a great musician. Fucking amazing. Also, the name of the bar where Buddy Guy plays in the movie
Mm-hmm.
is called Perline's. Do you know what Perline's is? Do you remember?
No.
It was the
No.
girl he loved in the movie.
Oh,
He named the club or the
completely
bar
forgot.
after Perline's.
so it's his bar.
Yeah.
I
Like
see.
he's super famous at the end of the movie. Like everyone's doing well after that night. And holy
that's fair.
shit. When they almost leave and Sammy goes ahead and asks them, like he tells them that the night was paralyzing, but also one of the best days before the sun went down, and the music kicks in. And he says no doubt about it, and then he talks about how the last time he saw the sun, last time he saw his brother. That vibe I can never forget. It was so great. The music in the background and the way the shots were like cut, when he says last time I saw the sun. Amazing shot of just them standing together and looking at a sunset. It was great. And then the last time I saw his brother, they were like, I think it was a shot of them smoking. And man, the ending, this is why I kind of love the ending so much. Like not the bar scene or the introduction. It's just that it helps me kind of mask that. This vibe of the actual ending kind of mask the disappointing setup of the bar scene. But
Yeah.
yeah,
No, I
it was
do
just
agree
great.
that their interaction was really sweet and very deep, I guess. But I don't know. It felt so out of place that
Yeah.
I maybe didn't take as much enjoyment watching it than the rest
Makes
of
sense.
the movie, I suppose.
That was also, I guess, the only way for them to say with this much power is the wrong word. I guess this much importance to the fact that the last time they saw the sun was like years ago, or last time he saw his cousin was years ago. So
Yeah.
I guess it was nice in a way. I liked it. It was sweet.
It was. Yeah. I guess you kind of changed my mind about it.
I'm glad.
No, I do see where you're coming from, where you like it. I get
Yeah.
it. It's a nice conversation.
I do agree that it was somewhat weird to see them again in the way they come in. Like strange.
Then I guess we're coming up to the end because I have the second post-credit scene, which is absolutely wonderful in my opinion. But it's just because
the voice and him
Miles
singing.
Okay. Miles Canton is singing, and I love his voice. So. And it's just
I
very
love his
sweet
voice.
he just kind of stays in the family cocoon and like within the church and like expresses his both. I'm not gonna say love for God because I don't think like religion is a big part of the movie. Weirdly, even though we do start in a church and end in a church, but like you can tell that he wants to take his passion in a more like simple way, like
I guess
for church or something.
I think about the symbolism of the church more like freedom because his dad was kind of like this guy who didn't want him to go with what he wanted to do with his life, like music. He wanted his son to be a priest like him at the end, and he wanted him to like leave music behind. So I thought the church acted more like a way of restriction or like a pressure on Sammy rather than religion. I guess religion itself kind of acted like the opposite of freedom. Yeah.
But at the end, he has the door open and he sings. So I feel like could be taken like that.
I saw it the second time.
I'm a bit of an analyst.
First time I missed it. The first time I thought they already showed the scene. There can't possibly be another one, so I left. And I was also late to the show, so I didn't see the first few minutes of the movie where I joined when they killed the snake. The first time I went into the movies, so I missed actually quite a bit of setup with Sammy. So yeah, that was nice.
True.
I saw it 4 times. I know what happens.
Which makes sense why you would go see it a second time because you missed out on the first 15 minutes of the movie.
It was pretty good. It was pretty good that I got to see it again. And when my friend he liked it, I'm so glad. I feel so nice when I go to movies with other people and they just like it. They come out satisfied, and it's just nice. I think I overhyped it with my brother, but he also liked it, which is nice.
You
I overhyped it with you guys. It would have worked. It would have worked. I swear to God. But if only we all went to the cinemas instead and watched it in the movies.
Yes, that is true.
It would have had such a different effect on you guys. I swear to Jesus.
Amen.
Amen.
That's all my notes I have on it. I don't know if you want to add anything else, but
I hope that it doesn't become a franchise because I've been seeing memes about it. Sinners universe. Let's not do that. That would be great. And Ryan Coogler, what a dude. He made movies like Creed. I don't know if you've seen Creed or Black Panther.
No, I have not.
You've not seen Black Panther?
No, but we need to, like, on the same vibe of this movie, I think there's a movie called Harriet. I think it's called Harriet.
I have not seen it.
It came out Harriet. It came out not long ago. In 2019. And it's with Cynthia Erivo and Leslie Odom Jr.
Oh.
So it's more of it's kind of in the same vibe that the movie is guided by music. I don't know much about the movie, but I've heard a lot of good things about it. So.
And movies with like an importance on music's just great. Even though you didn't like.
I'm a musical nerd, so.
Even though you didn't like a complete, dude, maybe we could make a video about that, but I don't know if you'd even want to talk about that movie, right? Okay.
No, I don't want to talk about.
Maybe at some point we'll make a video about just us talking about like
biopics,
top few movies or biopics. Bob Dylan.
We could talk about biopics.
Actually, yeah, I haven't seen that many though, so I don't know. Maybe I'll just watch a couple and then I'll have questions. I've
seen Bohemian Rhapsody, Rocket Man, and the one.
I still don't understand why Bohemian Rhapsody won Best Editing Oscar. Like it
has terrible editing.
I don't know why. It was so strange. Like in so many times, it just went off the rails and did something so strange with the editing and like cuts, and it winning Best Editing. Excuse me, there were so many other great movies that had better editing than Bohemian Rhapsody. I mean, it was a good movie, but like, what the
I
hell?
love Bohemian Rhapsody, but I don't understand why it won. So
Yeah.
we need to watch Wicked. Wicked's coming out in November,
yeah.
part 2.
Didn't
So
we start
when
watching
part 2
it?
comes out, we did not finish it.
Because
We'll
you
do an episode on Wicked in November when the second part comes out.
November. Oh my god. Okay, that's second. Oh, you mean like the second, like the sequel?
Yeah, it's the second
Okay,
part.
fine.
Well,
We'll watch-
Wicked is based on the musical, and it's Act 2 of the musical.
Right. I'll watch. We'll watch the first one before, and then I'll go watch the second one in the movies.
Yeah.
I try to watch as
Alright.
many in the movies. I think it's just nice, and it's cheap here, so justifiable.
That's true.
It's like $6
Whereas
for an
it's
IMAX
expensive.
screening.
I think a ticket here is like $16 to go see a normal movie.
Oh my god.
Yeah.
Yeah, that'll be quite expensive.
Okay.
I can afford like food now at the movie theaters because because the ticket is so cheap.
That's good. That's good for you.
Oh, Better. We need to if we do music biopics, we need to watch Better Man because it's a story about Robbie Williams, and it's told he plays a monkey in that movie. I don't know why. Oh my god, it's been an hour.
Wow, 1 hour. But we did
What
like
did we
15
talk
minutes,
about?
like 10 minutes prep. We talked a lot, dude. We have a lot to say, I guess.
That's true. It's gotta be uncut, except the bad parts, the naughty parts, and
Yeah. You don't need to do over editing of this.
yeah, no, we'll just keep it simple so we have no resistance or like friction to make it. So it's like oh, let's record an episode.
Record it, put it
Good.
out.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It's easy. We
right.
just have good audio, which matters a lot. Oh my god,
So
did the
next
outro.
episode we'll talk about... Shut the fuck up.
Dude,
Next episode, I guess we'll talk about a movie that I really enjoy, and we'll see what it is. If you have any suggestions, leave it in the comments, in the reviews, in the whatever.
I bet Seven's gonna
Send a
leave a review.
pigeon.
Send a
Yeah,
pigeon.
Seven's gonna leave a
Send a letter through a pigeon.
Yeah.
Oh my god. Seven's gonna put a suggestion down there. I know it. If she even watched it to the end.
7, if you're watching, put a review down, please.
7.
Be our audience.
7 if you're
7,
watching.
Mom.
Review us under comments,
Alright.
please. Thank you. Thank you for watching.
Alright.
We're so bad at outros
Bye.
and intros. Damn. We're so
You
consistent
keep
at this.
going! Just say goodbye!
I can't. I know. Alright, bye guys.
Bye, guys. Thank you for listening.